Hey guys, what is up? Mike here. Let's talk Lakers basketball. All right, so for what it's worth, this ended up being a pretty fun night. Starters on the bench, clowning around, yelling Taco Tuesday, us beating a team by 30 points, beating the Memphis Grizzlies tonight, 120-91. AD having a historic night, 40 points, 20 rebounds in three quarters. LeBron James playing chess early, but chipping in, ending up with 23 points. Some of the bench players not playing particularly well throughout the game, but getting some garbage time minutes and getting some buckets late. KCP, Quinn Cook, JaVale McGee, etc. For what it's worth, this ended up being, in my opinion, a practice game for Friday night against the Dallas Mavericks because they are playing well. They're 3-1. We're 3-1, and they just beat the Nuggets today in Denver. So that was pretty impressive. So this was essentially just a warm-up game. But let's look at it. Let's tell it like it is. The Memphis Grizzlies is basically a scrub team. They're a young team. They don't pose any threat to us. They don't have any inside game, no outside game, no veteran leadership there. This was really just a practice game for us, giving us a chance to kind of run through our offense and kind of run some things. And it showed a lot. What it showed early was that we have a horrible offense. All right. And yes, we do play down to our competition. I think if we're playing a team that poses a threat to us, the adrenaline's going to be running and we'll kind of run things a little bit smoother. But you have a team that's no threat to us. We're kind of lollygagging, doing some lazy passes, doing some things, and the offense ended up being really clunky. But what really showed to me was that without a guard that can penetrate, can run the pick and roll effectively and penetrate and hit some floaters and finish at the rim and draw attention and kick, it really makes our offense really slow and clunky. Horrible spacing, no penetration, horrible spacing for the first 2.5 quarters, right? The only thing that kept us in was AD was active. He brought his lunch pail. He was grabbing rebounds with one hand with his bum shoulder. He had a bum shoulder, but he was grabbing rebounds, collected 20 rebounds, and ended up getting to the line about 1,000,000 times, finishing with like 26 out of 27 free throws for a huge night in three quarters. It was like one of those Kobe games where he was going for a historic night, but you were thinking, should we bring him back in for the fourth to see if he can go maybe for 50 and 20? That would have been cool. But props to AD for bringing his lunch pail and balling out this game. But to me, it really showed our deficiencies. But what keeps us in the game, along with Dwight Howard kind of mucking up the middle off the bench, is our veteran defense. I mean, we're like basically like just stifling teams enough where they're not scoring over 20 points. We're keeping teams under 20 points. And yes, the last two games, these are like some scrub teams. We can't really, but though we're trying to find some things out on the offensive end, our defense is really keeping us, keeping other teams contained. And so I look forward to seeing what we do come Friday against a better team, a team that's going to have our antennas up and, gives us a better challenge. But though we saw that our offense is clunky, I think our bench was still trash. Midway until like garbage time, then our bench started to hit some points. KCP started to hit, Quinn Cook started to hit. Our bench is still trash. Our offense isn't running, so that needs to improve when Kuzma gets back. But it really made me think that we need to trade for a guard. Not this early. I'm just saying, like, come, a couple months from now, if things don't improve, I feel we need another guard, another ball handler, a better guard than Quinn Cook, because Quinn Cook, to me, just based on this short period that I'm seeing him, he looks horrible. Caruso needs to be sent back to the G League. We know what KCP is doing. Avery Bradley's a savior. I love him. He contained Ja Morant, and he was awesome this game. Danny Green is his thing. Troy Daniels is cool off the bench, but he's not really a ball handler. We need a ball handler. I was joking around saying we need to trade for Lou Williams, which was a hypothetical joke. Clippers would never do that, but that's the type of guard we need off the bench. But somebody threw out Derrick Rose. Now, that is something, though it's a kind of like a joke right now because it's really early. Nobody's talking about trades. But having a guy like Derrick Rose on the squad, a guy who can run the pick and roll, can finish at the rim, can hit those floaters, anything like that. And that's the type of player I think we need. So look for something like that, I think, come mid-season. If things are still going this way and the offense is still clunky and whatnot. Depending on how Rondo does when he comes back, but that would be cool. He's making $15 million. He has a $15 million contract over 2 years. I mean, you can flip somebody like KCP on a 1-year deal, depending on if Detroit is in the playoffs or trying to make the playoff run, and they want to keep him or not. But that would be cool. That's just what I saw this game, and I hurt a lot of feelings by throwing this out there. But listen, Caruso is horrible. I don't care what you say. I know he's a good story. He's a fan favorite, but he looks terrible. He looks like his shot, like he's shooting with 2 hands. He looks like he's scared to do something in the middle. He can't hit runners. He can't finish at the rim. He's, weak passes. And defensively, he looks horrible. He looks worse than KCP to me. At least KCP is playing, NBA defense and balling out on that end. And basically, he's still confident. As horrible as KCP's been, he's confident. And you can see, once he gets an open shot, he's taking it. Caruso, on the other hand, he looks horrible. I wish he was on a 2-way contract. I'll send him straight back to the G League and get his confidence up because he looks horrible right now. And I know a lot of people butt hurt by me saying that because he is a fan favorite, but that's how I feel, and that's what I'm seeing on he needs to change. He needs to, I don't know. I think he made his name off of garbage time anyway, to be honest with you. And he's not showing me anything. Hit me up in the comments below. Let me know if I'm too harsh on Caruso, if I should chill out on him. But he's on that list right now where he's about to get on that back to the G League block. Hit me up in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Man, am I being too harsh on Caruso? Should I stall him out? Should I let him go? But that's what I see right now. Anyway, thanks for commenting. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. As always, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MikeSportsLA. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hover over my face, your mouse, click that little subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified when I drop videos like this every single day. Holla at your boy. We'll talk soon. Peace.